everyone. Bobby D here with Inspire Hearts and Virtual Event Fundraising. I'm so excited. I got the man, the guy with Tiltify, Michael Wasserman, Tiltify. I met him about a year ago, and he blew my mind when I first met him. And they're talking big things with Tiltify and live streaming fundraising. And now with what's happened, it's epic. Okay, so Michael, just
Yes, sir.
fill us in. Tell us what Tiltify is and what sets you apart.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for having me on. I think, what's different about us in general is we came at it from a different perspective. I think when we created Tiltify in 2014, it was always about, where's the gap? And it was with technology, right? It was people are living on these social platforms. That's where everybody is. They don't want to necessarily have to go to a new page. So we wanted to create a platform that worked with those platforms. And at the time, the biggest, coolest, newest one was this site called Twitch, which was for live streaming. So we created ultimately the first fundraising platform for live streaming and helped build out that market. And we realized it was really cool because people could go and hang out with people live and interactive. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a new Twitch user, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, exactly. And what people like it is they get to hang with people just like we're doing. It's interactive. There's chat. You're talking. And what you could do is you bring back that old sort of telethon model where things can pop up on the screen when people donate. Your name's there. You get that instant recognition, very similar to the excitement of a live auction, right? You're getting called out in real time. So we started building these engaging tools. So the idea where you can have what's called an overlay and a donation alert where you can customize graphics that pop up that you can see the total reaching a goal at the same time. And we just continued to work into that sort of social fundraising market. So like Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Facebook, and just, Twitter, looking at all the options and saying, how do we create tools that interact and actually engage with people instead of like going to these sites that it's almost like just dropping money off at a mailbox. Nobody's there. Wanted to create a site that has an interactive experience.
Totally. And as the world is now evolving to more virtual event fundraising, it is how do you create that interactive experience? I mean, there's so many distractions that are within the world. I mean, our phones are going off. I mean, our email, notifications are going off. It's how can you keep that engagement and keep that interaction, going there? So let's talk a little bit about that. What are some ideas or some tips that nonprofits can utilize to keep that focus on your Twitch channel or whatever stream channel that you're using?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, if you're live, you have all these great opportunities. So, one, you have a chat. So you're talking to people, right? Like sometimes we'll work with people and they'll say, well, I did a stream and it didn't work. And I'll say, what did you do? And they'll be like, oh, we had a concert and we streamed it. I said, did you actually ever acknowledge the people that are watching? Or did you just talk to people in the room? And they'll be like, no, I just talked to the people in the room. I was like, well, obviously, you don't ask, you don't get. So really being able to actually connect with people virtually in their community, talk in a chat, they'll talk back to you. But then, when we get into that fundraising aspect, you have a lot of really cool features. So one, as I said, you can create what's called an overlay and donation alerts. This can be customized. You can say, if we get to this amount, it builds a well. We can literally even create like a well that fills up with water. And when you get it, it's like, cool, we did it. That's 50,000.
Or the heart.
Exactly. Or the heart fills up. Exactly right. So you can really create endless ideas in order to create things. We worked with Amelia Clark once for her charity, Same You. We literally had a dragon that hatched from an egg every 25,000 that was raised and blew fire and then went back into the egg. So it really is whatever you want. Then, we have this feature called rewards, which is really cool, which allows you to create benefits for any amount of money. Let's a wing, equipment for a wing of a hospital. Who knows? But you put out all these fun things and say, who are our people that are going to donate this amount of money? And you.
Hey, buddy, you still there? Internet crash. Where did he go, Michael? Michael, please come back. All right, where you at? You're right there. I can hear you.
Wow. You can say, who wants to pick the final song that's going to be performed, right? You can
Okay.
do all sorts of fun stuff in that.
Okay, awesome. I had a little, obviously, internet glitch because everybody's on the internet right now. But
Yeah.
you were talking about rewards buttons, and we're trying to build the wing of the hospital, and every like kind of stair step, they can hit the reward, and maybe they'll get something, they'll receive something, they'll receive a unique experience, and whatnot. And what we were talking about earlier is creating that very however, like a quick, like in the next 5 minutes, if somebody gives X,
Yeah.
or four people give X, then this could happen. So that's
Yeah.
where
So
the
you
rewards buttons come in.
quantity control it and be like, look, what if you're a charity that has like, The Rock's a supporter of your charity. And he's like, look, he's willing to have 4 5-minute Skype calls. They're $10,000 each. We're going to put them up right now. Clock's ticking down. 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to pick this and then they're gone. And like, it's going to be in order, right? The first
Click.
5 to go and do that, they get that.
Click, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, it makes it fun. And it gives you that fun, exciting time pressure. If you miss that one, then you got, all right, but we got the next thing. We got 3 signed, whatever it is, Wayne Gretzky, if you're a hockey fan, pucks that we got, put them up. They're going to go at, $1,500 and you can create this really fun environment that is really, all the buttons and all the work's already there. You can add them in real time. And I think you can still have that really fun moment and people will be talking in chat and create that interactive, which, we have to do now. This is where we are, these virtual groups, but these virtual groups exists. I mean, I've watched people raise millions of dollars doing live streams, millions. So, to do some live auctions and to bring your groups there is already a proven model.
It's amazing. Like you're saying, like we need to connect those communities together in that chat where people can actually talk, and it's like, here, let's get to interact, and then let them know, like, oh, Michael, I see you there, we know you exist, thanks for interacting with us. And then when those donations come in, it's that big celebration. It's like, yes, this is amazing, this is great, let's keep. And you have to build that momentum to continue to build all the way through that.
Like imagine if you were watching like your favorite TV show, like let's say it's I don't know. I don't watch much TV anymore because of what's going on. But let's say
right.
Back in the day, you're watching Friends, right?
Right.
And there was a commercial during Friends because there was a disaster, so you donated to the Red Cross. And what if then Chandler turned to the TV and was like, "Thanks, Bobby"? You'd be like,
"Whoa, he just broke the third wall. That's crazy."
He is.
Yeah, man. I absolutely love that. I'm still getting a little glitchy. I know friends watching, it's again, here we are, 5:30 East Coast, 3:30, and I think everybody is absolutely on the internet right now. And it's a perfect example of having good quality internet to make sure that you're growing.
I lost you again.
No, we broke the internet. We broke it. That's what's happened. We broke the internet. Well, again, I was just saying, these are what happens within virtual events, and it's how do you keep that going and kind of play with that and keep that engagement with what's going on. I know a lot of nonprofits are going to ask. It's like, okay, so if we work with Tiltify, do we have to do Twitch? Can we use any other live stream platform?
Yeah, so Tiltify works with basically every live stream platform.
Okay.
YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Facebook Live, Twitter video, whatever you kind of, felt like using, that's totally fine.
Nice.
It gives you kind of a lot of options on all the social platforms you want to use.
Cool. Okay. So then investment wise, I guess, how does this Tiltify work? Let's raise $1 million. What's kind of like, what does that investment look like?
As a general platform, Tiltify, depending on volume, our per donation pricing ranges from about 3 to 5%, depending on sort of different volumes and packages. Our typical, we have annual licensing fees, which range from being able to use the site for free, and then the fee will be 5%, all the way up to $2,000 annual packages, which give you a little bit more peer-to-peer functionality. 6,000 is our most common package. Okay. And then we have what we call enterprise clients, where we do custom work. So,
Nice.
compared to a lot of things, I find it's very reasonable.
Nice. Excellent. Super good. So one, like, let's say nonprofit event was coming up, big gala, whatever, golf tournament, and all of a sudden, like now, poof, here we are in the craziness. It's not going
Yeah.
to happen. What could be a tip that you could give them to, tell them, like, here, give them that encouragement? What kind of nugget could you give a nonprofit?
Sure. So I'd say one, you've already got date and time established.
Right.
So, in my opinion, I wouldn't change it. You have people who have already dedicated Friday night, 7 p.m., March 28th, whatever it might be. They've already got that booked out. So keep that.
Right.
Move live. Say, look, we're still going to give you our messaging. Our speakers are still going to speak. Our awards are still going to be given out. We're going to take our silent auction items. We're going to load them up into our reward system. They're going to more have like buy it now pricing. Typically, you know what they're going to go for anyway, and then it has a little bit of sense of urgency of buying it before somebody else does.
Yeah.
You put those up, and then like we talked about, you set up your in-room ask, you set up your live auction vibe, and you're ready to go. You set it up, and you make obviously the best of a situation. But I also think what you're doing too is you're creating a new way of doing things that even when we get back to galas, I feel like virtual communities are very strong. And this might give you an opportunity, in addition to when your regular gala comes back, this might give you an opportunity to do these virtual things with people all over the world who could never attend your gala. But if you're a charity that has branches and people in different parts of the country, different parts of the world, you really do want to start building that virtual community anyway.
Right. I was on the webinar that you all did the other day and talked about, you could have multiple streams just continually running, multiple times
Exactly
throughout
right.
the week, different influencers, different people creating these things, fundraising on your behalf. And it becomes literally like a channel that people can tune into. And it's fun as long as it's engaging, content that's there that people are, captivated by. You could, this could be, you could have 365 running if you've got a big enough community.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to things like Best Friends Animal Society, right? You can run over to their Twitch channel, and you can look at puppies. Who doesn't like staring at puppies?
I
Um,
love that.
it's brilliant, right? It's like, and they're building an audience, right? And people
I
are
love
following
it.
their channel, just like building it on any other social channel, like TikTok or Twitter or
Yeah.
Instagram. Build that channel, but then something happens in your particular market, whether it's something like this or something very specific to what you're doing, or your breast cancer charity and breast cancer awareness month. What better advocacy is than to go live and take and answer questions with your audience in
Yeah.
real time about what you're doing and get them inspired to give to you, instead of just the 200 people that can come into the room.
Right. Right. No, I absolutely love that. Well, I really appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man. Your phone's ringing off the hook. We're breaking the internet with this video. But yeah, man, to get you here is just amazing. I'm super excited to share this with the world, because the way that you look at virtual fundraising versus, especially the conversations we were having a year ago to where we are now, the internet is our oyster. We're going to be able to just expand this, bring more people in together, and create more communities. So I would say thank you again, Michael.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you having me on.
All right, awesome. And this is out to you, the nonprofits. What you do matters. You are changing the world for the better. You are doing such valuable work. Continue to be awesome. And I want to thank you all again. My name is Bobby D, Inspire Hearts and Virtual Event Fundraising. We'll see you all. Happy fundraising, everyone.